Hi, my name is Kevin. I'm 16 years old. I'm a sophomore at Johns Creek High School, and I'm a child of God. I would be lying to you if I said I'm a perfect kid and I follow all the rules and I have no sins nor faults. My first encounter with Christ follows the familiar story. The lost boy goes to church retreat in 7th grade, meets God during worship one night, and lays down his life for Christ. Yeah. My first true meeting with God, and when I learned about his true greatness, was a euphoric moment in my life and truly full of awe. However, life and sin hits you right back, right when you leave that retreat, and you lose your hope for a better life. Then you go back to another retreat, and then the cycle repeats over and over again until you give up. And that's where we are now. These past 5 to 6 weeks working and learning as a confirmant, my life was at a difficult place. I was lazy, I didn't take any responsibilities, I procrastinated, I broke promises, and most importantly, I lied, constantly. I fought with my parents, I fought with my friends, and I fought with myself. I hated myself for becoming who I became, a person with no hope of being a better one, and a person with a false hope of being a better one. There was a person that I used to do life with together, and I thought that we would never split apart. We were best friends, and I trusted that person trusted me. However, my lost connection with God lashed and had a negative impact on my life and my friends and my relationship with them. I thought that I was not worthy to be a confirmant. I thought, how can I show the world that I'm an example and child of God when I'm being the opposite of what Jesus' love is? Then 3 verses popped into my head. And 3 verses that I loved ever since that night in 7th grade. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall have eternal life and not perish. Matthew 20:16, so the last will be first and the first will be last. And my favorite, Revelation 21:4, he will wipe away every tear from their eyes, and there will be no more death, or mourning, or crying, or pain, for the old order has passed away. Those 3 verses talk about the hope of God's love, the mercy it has for even a guy like me, a guy who was so lost and strayed away from Jesus. That taught me that I could receive his love and start over. I was reminded in class about the importance of repenting and living out what you promised God. Now that road ahead of me is very long and it's very, very difficult. But through this confirmation of my relationship with God, I know I can do anything. Now that doesn't mean I'm not gonna fail, and I will fail, and I will fail constantly, and I'll probably not have any motivation to get back up. But I know God is on my side, and I know he will never fail me, even in my doubts. Thank you.